Today's show is brought to you by Fane's Signature Group, Prescott Valley Entertainment District, where fun begins.
What I listen to. The radio station that I listen to predominantly, Fun Oldies, 1450 AM, 100.9 FM. Bo Woods is a host of the morning show over there. And how are things going at Fun Oldies?
They're going really well.
Oh, I can tell. You can afford bagels.
Well, you know what? Is this bribery?
No, it's just,
come on, Bo.
No, it's just nice. My mom always told me if you were going to be a guest somewhere to bring something. So these are compliments
it's the only way you're allowed on the show.
Old world bagels.
But I like maple donuts.
Well, we'll have to get some from the Prescott Donut Factory for you next time I'm on.
Oh, so you know everybody.
Yeah, we try. Yeah.
Okay.
We mentioned everybody's name on the radio.
Bo, talk about the morning show.
Well, we started about 6 months ago. We're a brand new company, Great Circle Radio. We have a sister station called Magic 99.1, which people are more familiar with.
Patty Azell heads you up, kind of, sort of?
Yeah, she's one of our account executives. She is fantastic. She knows everybody in this town. I got a bunch of Patty Azell stories I could share with you off the air. And we have a couple of stations up in Flagstaff too, Magic 106, and we have the Mountain, classic rock station, and of course CAF 92.9 and 9:30 AM. Yes.
Your background is enormous in radio. You were in Los Angeles. Give us your background in radio.
Well, I've been doing oldies radio, which I prefer to do for about 15, 20 years, and I was last at K-Earth 101 in Los Angeles, which is a fantastic oldie station in Los Angeles, and I decided to give it up to raise some kids. We have a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old, 2 kids back to back, and we got out of Los Angeles to come out here and have a good living. And luckily there was a job opening for me in this market, and so we're taking advantage of that experience.
What is the continued appeal of oldies? We lived it, our generation lived it, and then the young people being newly exposed to it. Is that the combo appeal?
Well, I think, I think it's family-friendly radio, and I think it's I don't want to use the word innocent, but I think it's innocent. And I think what it is back then, you just put a microphone on the floor in the room and you played your heart out. Yeah. And I think that shows, and you can hear that love of music
but the other thing, I think, Bowen, speak to this, because you're very community-minded. Every day on your program, you're talking about things that are going on in the area, and you're talking about people. Doesn't that bring people to you by wanting to integrate yourself into the community?
Yeah, we like to be live and local. We are the only station in the market that is live in the morning, live and local. Other stations have satellite feeds and that kind of stuff. So we really think it's very important. Thanks for bringing that up, Lou, to be local. And as one example of that is I try to volunteer wherever I can. About a week ago, I was the MC for the Yavapai Humane Society's Gala. I think Missy's going to be on later today, right?
Yes, she is on later.
Oh, she's great. And they did fantastic, and I had an opportunity to volunteer my services to be a host for that, an MC. And I emceed the 3rd annual Chalk It Up Festival at the old Summit Bank.
Oh yeah, that's a great event.
Yeah,
this is their 2nd or 3rd year, I believe, and they draw a great crowd for that.
Sharon Nordyke is the president, and I met her about 6 months ago, and she allowed me to do that. And so we're doing a lot of stuff, just trying to get into the community.
And that's really, to Tonya's point earlier, because we're from that generation, you love oldies music. That's part of the responsibility, isn't it, of radio people, to be out there and be part of the community.
Yeah, that's right.
And we've lost that in many radio stations and many major markets. They're not out there.
Yeah, that's right. It's hard to be local, and you want to mirror the community. You want to be involved in the community and do stuff. And now everything is a little more generic and a little more with a national slant. You have these features on radio like celebrity birthdays or this date in history, and those are fine, but it's not as good as being
we're saturated. We're saturated with it. Let's talk Best Fest.
Oh, that's great. That's an example of being live and local. Best Fest, obviously, celebrating the 100 years of Arizona, which is so exciting. And they're going to do this concert this next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, here in Prescott. We've got Nils Lofgren, who is a guitarist for Bruce Springsteen. He's going to be coming in Friday night at 7:15. On Saturday. And by the way, all these artists are related to Arizona.
Right.
And that's why they're part of this Best Fest. And Saturday we got Jordan Sparks.
Who, by the way, if I can interrupt real quickly, she was very first NFL football game. She sang the national anthem last night.
That's right.
In Green Bay, Wisconsin, and she was fabulous.
That's right. And I don't want to throw you a loop, but I do want to, if I have time, tell you a connection between the Green Bay Packers and the Yavapai College women's softball team, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let me finish this little thing. So Jordan Sparks is going to be there Saturday night, and then Mr. Vegas. Mr. Vegas, He went to South Mountain High School in Phoenix. Mr. Vegas? He should be Mr. Valley, shouldn't he? So he's going to be performing Sunday on the main stage, and that's at 4 o'clock. So it's a weekend of a lot of great entertainment, and Lou is the official MC of the entire weekend's events. So
well, one of them, because there are many stages there, Bo. We must say there's all kinds of stages. You're going to be a part of that as well.
Yeah, we'll be on there, and we have a little booth here, and I was informed that we have a money booth where you jump in it and money goes around in the air and you got to grab it in 90 seconds or something like that. So we'll see if that's successful or a fight breaks out, one of the two.
What's your story, Green Bay Packers?
So I'm over about 2 or 3 months ago. I'm over at the Prescott Resort, and I see a couple of guys, a father, son, and they're dressed in Green Bay Packers socks, shorts, everything. And so we go up to them, strangers, and I said, What's with the Green Bay Packers stuff? And he says, my son here just got drafted. He's a rookie cornerback for the Green Bay Packers. And I said, oh, that's fantastic. Congratulations. You know, the NFL draft was that week. And I said, so I don't get it. Why are you guys in Prescott? And they said, my son's sister is a player for Yavapai College Rough Riders. And they went on to win the national title.
Champions Lady Rough Riders, right.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And what were their last names? I was looking for it. Houses. Devon House is a quarterback for the cornerback for the Green Bay Packers, and Vanessa, his little sister, was playing for a couple of years for the Lady Rough Riders.
Wolfman fell.
I know. I knocked it over. Can I reach down and get it?
Yes. Of course you can.
Hey,
reach down and get that.
Reach for some cream cheese while I. Pardon me.
I've been snacking on a bagel anyway. Okay, Wolfman Jack. Of course, our generation remembers him.
Well, you know, I love, I'm not necessarily that generation, but I have to honor all these guys, and I love these guys. And I was actually working at a radio station in Norfolk, Virginia, and he happened to live about 35 miles south in North Carolina, and he passed away. And it was an open funeral. Now, if I was working in Dallas or San Diego or Prescott, I wouldn't get on an airplane and go see this thing, but he was 35 minutes down the road, so I decided to get in the car and attend this open service. And this is a funeral sheet from the service.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I just want to make sure we talk about military moms.
Thank you.
We're getting the wrap, but military moms.
Yeah, military moms is today, noon, free lunch for military moms. Aunts, mothers, grandmothers, any females involved.
Where's it at?
The Peridot. We've teamed up with the Peridot, and it's noon today. It's a free military's lunch. Thank you for having me.
Bo, thank you so much for being here.
Tonya, it was a pleasure.
Keep the fun oldies coming. 1450 AM, 100.9 on the FM side here locally. So we appreciate it very much, Bo Woods.
When we come back, Rich House Station Manager right here in Prescott talking about the AZTV fall lineup.
We want to remind you, immediately following AM Arizona comes True Hollywood Stories, today featuring Janet Jackson. So you don't want to miss that. Today at 11 a.m. right here on AZTV. True Hollywood Stories.
Who will ever forget the wardrobe malfunction? Probably
Tonya,
no one.
I've got photos of that, so don't miss that. True Hollywood Stories.